you asked me this, and I thought this was an interesting question. You said with the Bucks' slow start, should they look to trade Damian Lillard? I have my own opinion on that. I don't think Dame's the issue, but I kind of want to hear where you stand on that.
Well, I think they're in a very sticky situation, bro.
Yeah.
I think the problem is Doc Rivers, but
Yes.
you're paying three coaches right now. You're still paying for the coach that won the championship. You're still paying for the coach that took over last year, and now you're also paying for Doc Rivers. And the Milwaukee Bucks are not the Lakers where you can just pay a coach whatever you want to.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
paying big money for three guys, big money, right? So they're
Yeah.
tied
Yeah.
up right now, and that coach like it's at the point like if I'm gonna bring somebody else in, I'm calling the guys I'm already paying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's kind of messed up, honestly. It's a really like it kind of sucks to say like how did Dame leave Portland and go into I won't say a worse situation, but a bad one, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of things not going right, and not I don't think it's anyone's fault. I think the ownership is trying to appease, what I'm saying, the stars. I think they went and got a well-known name coach.
But I think that
They
was
went
the
in,
issue.
they fired a coach after being 30 and 13 because it's like I don't think we're playing our best.
I think that was
But
the issue. I think that's where they messed up as a team there. It was like kind of like, you getting a little too greedy. Like I didn't
yeah,
have an issue with the Bucks last year with the coach that they had. I was actually more surprised that they went and got a new coach. That's not something. When has ever an organization, a sports team in general, let a coach go after being 30 and 13?
yeah, it's never happened.
Like it's never happened, and you did it for. And again, I get it, like you said, Doc to please some players, but I mean, that's where the trouble started with the Bucks. That's where the
Yeah.
trouble started with the Bucks. I can't lie to you. 30 and
And even
13
if
was the
they turn
record.
it around,
They're
man, that's
18 and 20 now with his with Doc. And I
with
believe they might be
Doc.
21 and 28, if I'm not mistaken. I saw two different, but they were both losing records under Doc.
Yeah, losing. Yeah, it's losing. If I think they showed that after the first, what was it, 43 games last year, and then after the 43 games of Doc, it was a worse record.
Yeah, yeah.
Significantly
And got
worse.
bounced in the first round
Man, swept.
to
You
the
know what I'm
Pacers.
saying? Come on, man. And that was basically Dame on a solo mission, though. So
Yeah.
Dame and Chris, because it was no Giannis.
For sure, but even
But
now, having Giannis on the floor and he's doing well. Same thing with Dame. They're 3 and 8.
they're doing well. They're 3-8, like you said. But you have a lot of money tied up in Chris Middleton, and he's not out there right now. You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true,
Yeah, you
true.
take away his money. Yeah, I can have two guys averaging 10 a game. You know what I'm saying, to make up his 20. But
Yeah,
instead, we're paying him, and he's not out there. That's just the name of the league right now. All those people drop like flies, man. They're dropping
yeah,
like flies. You
yeah.
know.
And just to that
But
point, letting
I think
Dame
they're
go,
going
I
to
don't
end
think it
up.
would be a good move. He's averaging 26 points per game right now, 44% shooting. He's 34% from three.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to end up making a move though. If this ship doesn't turn around drastically, because they're not going to change another coach right now. They're just
No,
not.
no.
You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I think they're going to start to direct that.
They backed themselves
If
into a hole.
yeah, they put themselves into a hole and they're going to try to recover some of those draft picks. So
Yeah.
let Dame cook and they'll probably end up trying to move them.
Yeah. Now let's move over to a little bit more of a home base, a team that lost 28 consecutive games last year. Let's talk about the Pistons real quick. Currently five
Five
and
and seven
seven.
now.
Bright future? Do you think we got a bright future?
Man, I think they look real. They look a real team. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I
Keyword team.
the yeah, exactly, team with a superstar in Cade Cunningham,
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Who's
rising all star in Jaden Ivey, a
yeah.
rising all star in Duran.
Yeah.
And I think
He's
that's
getting
the
like what, 10
core.
assists a game right now? I mean 10
Cade,
rebounds a game? During.
Duran, yeah, he's up there. He's up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And but I know Cade's around like 25, 7 and 9.
Bro, he's averaging 22.9 points per game with 8 assists and 7 rebounds.
Man, bro.
Yeah.
That's what
And
I'm
Ivy,
saying.
like you said, is right behind him at 18 points per game with 3 assists and 4 rebounds. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
like Ivy's looking like that rip ish. You know what I'm saying? Like
It
you
looks
just
like this is the new beginning
yeah,
Pistons.
that's the nucleus though. Him, Ivy, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to see a star come back. A
Okay.
star.
Okay.
That's kind of our Swiss Army knife, our Draymond Green. That's what
Yeah.
I see him
Yeah.
becoming, our Draymond Green.
Hmm.
So I see some things with the Pistons, honestly, and it's just sad to say that you had to pay a guy 72 million just for him to realize that he probably doesn't need to coach anymore. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but chalk it up, you're a billionaire, you pay it. But JB Bickerstaff, watching what he did with the Cleveland Cavaliers over the past few seasons, and now we get to have him as a coach. I'm excited. I expected the same thing from Monty. What Monty did with Phoenix at first, when it was the early
Hmm.
Booker days,
Yeah.
he brought that team back. Obviously, he didn't have that same joy or energy for it coming to Detroit. But now
Yeah.
JB Bickerstaff clearly does. And now he's letting those guys. He called K a superstar after the last game. That's the
Yeah.
kind of stuff you want to hear from your head coach,
For
talking
sure.
about your best player.
Yeah.
And look at us now. We're damn near 500. You can see we're really playing at a 500 pace. We're in every game, and some of them we're actually finishing. Like that's the kind of stuff you want to see from us right now.
Yeah.
And it's a team effort. Guys coming off the bench, in the offseason pickups are looking great. I don't know who our GM is right now. I know we fired the other guy that was picking poor piss,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
adding Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris,
Yeah.
and we got the other guy. He was on the Bucks a year or two ago, and the Lakers. Malik Beasley.
Hmm.
Guys are
Hmm.
looking solid right now. Guys are
Yeah.
looking really solid right now. Still got
Yeah.
Marcus Sasser coming off the bench. It's a team effort, and it's looking nice.
Yeah, it looks like a formidable team. I hope they can keep up the effort, finish really well. Let's be honest, as adults, knowing what to get friends and loved ones for birthdays, holidays, and special occasions can be a hassle. Sometimes giving just a card and cash can come across as lazy. LewieCards remove that stigma and takes the hassle of gift giving right off your hands, allowing your gift to be the card. With different options and your ability to customize the card to your liking, you can now give someone a unique card, a premium card, the one and only card that is in and of itself the gift that keeps on giving, a gift that combines cash and a card. LewieCards, the premier card of gift giving. Get yours today at LewieCards.com. So, man, obviously you saw some of the in-season tournament stuff. You saw Curry. I believe that was last night, if I'm not mistaken. Went ahead and 12 straight points
To
under
end the
with under
game,
3 minutes to
yeah,
end the game. How
scored
do
the
you feel
last
about Curry,
12.
man? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, first thought after seeing that and seeing what Steve Kerr is doing with the defense and how he's moving them around, moving those guys around, the speed at which they're playing, the way they look, the teams they beat, I could see them being a real finals contender. Maybe it's too early to say, but I could see it.
I don't think they're a
Assuming they
finals
can add
contender.
another piece that can,
Yeah,
be a
I think
give
they're a
them.
trade away. I think they're a
Yeah,
trade away. Because Clay was not making y'all that bad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You ain't just
yeah.
get rid of Clay and get this good. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was affecting the minutes of some of the. They need to include some of those other young guys. You
Hmm.
know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They need to become a little more fluctuant with those minutes because right now they're running like what 10 men deep.
Yeah,
So that's why I
yeah,
feel they're not a contender because they're running 10 men deep. In the playoffs, you're going to run 7 guys,
yeah, yeah,
8 at best. And that's only in the first round.
yeah,
They're running 10, sometimes 12 deep right now, you
yeah,
know? So
yeah,
it's a full team effort. And it's like everybody just do enough. And then we got Curry. I think you got Kuminga averaging 15, Wiggins averaging 15. Moses Moody has been solid off the bench. Draymond's still giving you his triple single, with
yeah.
effective defense. And what I'm saying? It's a great team ball, all being held down by Curry. But you need to probably Wiggins, Kuminga, Moody. You need to package that up and get somebody real. You know what I'm saying? Like
They need a
I don't
second
know
guy
how
next to
Phoenix
Curry.
feels about Beal still. You know what I'm saying? But we got wings that Phoenix could use, and Beal could be a better replacement over there.
Yeah,
Maybe some other Levine. I could see a Zach Levine move. I'd rather have Levine than Kaminga.
yeah. They need another
Honestly,
efficient 20 a night scorer next to Curry.
definitely to be a contender right now. Though, but right now they're 9-2. I think they'll have a good season. I think they'll get a good placement, like fourth, fifth.
Yeah,
Probably finish
yeah.
out somewhere there in the West. But that normally they are active in them trades though, so they
Yeah,
might make a
yeah.
move. They might go for one of these guys. Even if it was like a Laurie marketing. Go for a big. Give Curry a big for once. Because
Hmm.
Draymond's not no real big man. He outplays his position, but he's not a real big.
Special talent for sure. Did you see
Grab him
that
from a
block he
real
got on
big.
Gafford? That was
Man,
insane.
beautiful. That's what I mean. He's him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
him,
yeah.
but he's not like, Curry's never had a big where he can just really go on. Like, remember when they had DeMarcus Cousins?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
like the closest he got to it, where he can like kind of cook with a guy that big.
That was such a waste of a season for DeMarcus Cousins, though. I think they made it to the finals though with Toronto. That was
Yeah,
against
well, he was just trying
Toronto.
to recover from injury and he never really could.
Yeah, yeah. Man, had he been healthy though, that would have been crazy. And who knows this year
Yeah,
they make that move, get that trade. Curry gets his fifth ring. Can you imagine?
man, it would have been beautiful. It would have been.